So, kanina I just boiled my chicken to make my chicken stock and then shred my chicken. I also cut the Korean squid sausage. This is optional. I have the onions, bell pepper, celery, and carrots. So that's my ingredients for my pancit. And also, I have bihon and egg noodles. Then now let's put our fire on medium high. And then let's add the oil with the anato powder. I'll fry this Korean squid sausage. This is only optional. You can use also squid balls or shrimp balls if you want, if you don't have this Korean style. And then just saute it with your onions until it translucent color. Just keep on stir frying it, and then while waiting, I'll just put a little bit of Himalayan salt, add my shredded chicken, then stir it. I add a little bit more anato oil, then black pepper, add some more Himalayan salt, and then add my vegetables. Stir fry it like half cook. I don't want to overcook my vegetables, so I put a little bit water in it and simmer it a little bit, and then later we will be separating this and set it aside. I don't want to overcook my vegetables, and then later we will be mixing it again with our noodles. So after you separate it, you can continue cooking the noodles. So I put oil again with the anato powder to make it more colorful. I love anato powder. And then I add my chicken stock. So it depends on how many or how much noodles are you cooking. So now I'm using 1 pack of 400 grams bihon and 300 grams egg noodles, and then I put some bread cubes and then black pepper, and then I add a little bit more salt in it. So it depends on your preference, and then I add 3 to 4 tablespoons of soy sauce. I just drained a little bit of my toppings later. It's a little bit watery, so then stir it and dissolve the chicken broth that you put in, and then after that simmer it 10 to 15 minutes. Cover it while simmering, and then when the water is boiling, you can add now your noodles. So for me, I always put first the egg noodles. I find it more, you need to cook it longer rather than your bihon. Just keep on stirring it and simmer it until it's cooked. So maybe 10 to 15 minutes to cook the egg noodles before adding your bihon. Okay, let's check it if it's cooked already so we can add our bihon noodles. If you find the egg noodles like half done or almost cooked, you can add your bihon and keep on simmering it until it's done. So, ganun lang kadali lutuin ang ating Pancit Guisado. I really love this recipe, especially Asian food. Ayan. Okay, I added I add the bihon noodles and then keep on simmering it until it's done. This time I add more sotanghon bihon. So you can mix it all. Yeah, it doesn't matter. So I add a little bit of my stir fry vegetables and chicken, and then keep on simmering it until it's cooked. And then while simmering it and mix it to cook it more even for our noodles. So if the water is gone, your noodles is cooked. Oh yeah, I have my cilantro. So you can also use cilantro on your noodles to make it more fragrant and more tastier. So that's it. You can cook this at any time or any occasion. Again, our Pancit Guisado is ready. I hope you learned our easy recipe for the Pancit Guisado. Thank you so much for always watching us here in INC Radio Canada and for our segment, What's in Your Cookbook? Bye!